Hello vlog! I've made it to Milan. I did some grocery shopping. I didn't get that much stuff because I know I'm going to be snacking more throughout the day, and I also kind of want to have a bit of a food detox before I go to Florence with my friends because I know I'm about to go crazy. But this is what I got. I got myself some Nutella finally. Then I just got 2 yogurts and that's all I got. This place is actually super nice. I really like it. I'm starving, so I'm gonna call my mom and then I'm gonna go to get some. I've been like craving like Asian food, like dumplings or ramen. I'm excited. Finished the Duomo, that was really cool, and then I wanted to get some new shoes, so I got. I'm so excited. Hello, I'm done from my little shopping day. Oh my god, my pants! Guys, it was raining today. How did this happen? Genuinely. Like, I knew that small bit was there, but my pants are so dirty. Anyways, I'm showing you what I got today. I got my Caudalie moisturizer. I also got my Milan goodies, of course. I got my postcard. I got my grandpa some socks. They had wine socks, but I thought these were kind of funnier, so no spritz, no party. And then I got my magnet, and this is such a cool magnet. I'm so glad I found this. So it says Milan, right? It's a wine bottle, and it's a bottle opener and a corkscrew. I'm so happy I finally got like a cool magnet. Many of my face wash, basic tank, basic black tank top. They are the moments. They are everything to me. Wow! Tell me, has that fresh sneaker smell? Tell me. These are not Gorgina. Antisuka tigers or something. But they're so cute and they're actually really movable. And then I'm gonna go out later and I'm gonna get a little bev and then I'm gonna call it a night. Had a very peaceful lunch on the canal or river or whatever you want to call it that runs through Milan. And while I was sitting there, there was this group of guys that were sitting right in front of me, like a big group of them. They were like all like older guys. They were just drinking and having a good time. And someone walks by with like a bunch of roses and was like giving out roses. And they bought one and they gave it to me. And he just said, "Signora," gave it to me and left me alone. So amazing. I was like, "Oh, thank you." I said grazie, and then he didn't say anything. He just sat back down. I was like, period. And then my waiter, he like, whenever I asked for the check or whatever, he came over and he was like, "Oh, where are you from?" Oh, in my mind, I'm like, freak, like, oh, I don't want to start this again. But I was like, USA. And he was just like, "Oh, cool." Or I think he said like, "Oh, I figured," or something. And I was like, what? It was like this like little Indian dude. And he was just like, "You are so beautiful, by the way." And I was like, "Oh, thank you." And then, yeah, and then he left me alone. So, pretty successful lunch, very peaceful. Didn't have to do too much, because yesterday at the Duomo, I don't think I gave a story time about the Duomo, but I was in the plaza, right, and I see this guy scurry past, and I like saw him in my eye, and he was like running all weird and stuff, and then all of a sudden he's like in front of me, and I was like, what the hell? And I thought he was lost. Like, this man looked lost. And so he spoke to me in Italian, and I was like, what? And then he asked like, oh, where are you from? And I was like, oh, I'm from the States. And I was gonna follow that if he were to ask like where he needed to go. I'd be like, I'm not from here. But then he was like asking me like how I liked Milan, yada yada. I was like, oh, I just got here, like blah blah blah. And then he was like, you are so beautiful, you are so beautiful. And I was like, oh, thanks, I have a boyfriend. Or no. Then he asked, he was like, what do you think of me? Am I beautiful? And he like, am I good looking? And he like lifted up his glasses. That man was ugly. And I was just like, oh, I have a boyfriend. And he was like, oh, in the States? I was like, yes. And he was like, well, I could be your Italian boyfriend. I was like, no, boo boo. And it was so weird. And then he like kept like going for like high fives with like anything I like responded with. So I just like kind of give him a high five. And then after that, he like hugged me or whatever, and he did like the mwah mwah thing, like on the side of the cheek. And so that's like what they do here in Europe. They do the little side cheek thing. So I was like, whatever. I didn't do it back. I just kind of like moved my head. And then he said something else to me. He's like, oh, like it made my day, like meeting you, seeing you. You were so beautiful. You were a supermodel, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, thanks. And he was like, so can I get you coffee? Can we get coffee and talk for just 10 minutes? Just 10 minutes. And I was like, no. I was like, I have to meet my family in the church. And he was like, okay, well, it was so amazing meeting you. And he like gave me like another hug, and I don't know what happened. I just kind of like let it happen. I was like, okay. And I like gave him a hug. And then he went to do the side cheek thing again, right? This man starts pecking the out of the side of my face. He's like, and he's like scrubbing my face, and I was like, oh. And then I'm like pulling back or whatever, because I'm like, okay, enough. And he was like, kiss. And I was like, no. And then I was like, ciao. And I like walked away, and I was like, oh my God. And I was so scared that he was like gonna follow me and stuff. It was all fine, but it was really uncomfortable. So that was really refreshing today to just have them compliment me and just give me a rose and not even say anything else. It was very nice, very peaceful. Yeah, it's really draining, but you know what? It's okay. It's gonna be okay. But I'm not doing much else today. I'm just gonna do my laundry, run some little errands, and then I'm gonna call it a day.